Hello everyone. Today we'll be discussing about a macroeconomic topic, GDP. We all know GDP stands for Gross Domestic Product. So what is GDP? GDP is the main measure of economic output in a country. So if you look at a definition for GDP, that is the total value of goods and services produced within a country in a given period of time. If we look at economic growth, that is an increase in the production and consumption of goods and services. And it's indicated by increasing gross domestic product. Therefore, GDP has become the standard measure of economic progress. Let's have a look at world GDP statistics. According to world GDP statistics, you all can see United States is the world's largest economy. The size of US GDP is almost 25% of the world GDP. Not only United States, countries like Japan, China, United Kingdom, Germany, Spain, France, Brazil, they are also contributing a bigger proportion or a percentage to the world GDP. If you look at majority of countries are leading in the list as very competitive and large economies in the world, they are developed countries. But in recent times, due to rapid economic developments in countries like India and China, they have climbed up in the rankings among these giant economies like United States, Japan or Germany. So looking at world regions, we can see Africa indicated in purple color. The contribution towards the world GDP is relatively very low compared to countries in European region or North American region. If we look at different statistics from countries around the world, there are differences. These differences are occurring because the value of output produced in each country is different. If you take countries like United States or China, produce large quantities of goods and services, therefore the GDP statistics are relatively higher than countries in African region or Asian region. This list shows the world top 10 economies. As you all can see, United States is ranked as the world largest economy, is the number 1. So starting from United States, China, Japan, Germany, United Kingdom, India, France, Brazil, Italy and Canada. These are the world top 10 economies. If you look at countries like India and China, they have climbed up in this ranking very recently due to rapid economic growth. And India is known to be a developing country. But they were able to rank among world top 10 economies due to rise in economic growth. So India has recently started. If you look back a decade or two, there is rapid development in production of goods and services in Indian economy. As a result, they are ranked among these top 10 economies as number 6. So this list basically includes developing countries like India, but mostly developed countries like United States, Japan, Germany, France or Canada. How do we measure GDP? GDP is usually measured at market prices, which means that the value of goods produced includes the value of indirect taxes such as VAT, but does not include the value of subsidies received by some producers. Taxes on goods increase market price without any real change in output. But subsidies are different. Subsidies have the opposite effect of reducing prices. Therefore, a more accurate measure of GDP is at factor cost, which subtracts taxes and adds in subsidies to GDP at market prices. GDP at factor cost is called gross value added. So the gross value added is equals to GDP minus tax plus subsidies. If you enjoyed this video, do not forget to press the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, do not forget to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for upcoming videos. Our next lesson will be about real GDP versus nominal GDP.